Okay, I'm here with Indian River head football coach Glenwood Ferebee. His voice is back and his team's 9-0, 49-0 over Grassfield. Hey, he did a lot of yelling after beating Oscar Smith and was hoarse. But, Coach, tonight you didn't have to yell much at all because, first of all, not as many penalties, which I know was a big plus for you. And secondly, your defense just played incredible. I think you held them about 60, 70 total yards. You pitched a shutout.
Yeah, we talked about the penalties from last week. We got to clean that stuff up, especially with the goals that we set for ourselves, because that could have easily took that game out of our hands. I think we had like 27. And that's unheard of.
It felt like 27. I think 19 were accepted. But.
Yeah, but we can't do things like that and expect to win a championship. So we focused on that this week, lining up correctly on punt and doing those things, and talk to the quarterback about the illegal motion with him moving and the motion got moving.
Well, and I want to touch on something we don't talk about often, and that's your coaching staff. You've got, in addition to yourself, two former head coaches in Jeff McGowan and Cadillac Harris. Your brother Marcus, who I know has aspirations to one day be a head coach. He's a good offensive mind. TJ Lee, your quarterback's coach. I'm forgetting some other good assistants on your staff, but being on your sideline tonight, I felt like I got a little smarter with some football knowledge because all you guys are communicating constantly, and I heard even in post-game, we could have scored and should have scored more points last week. So there's that sort of that sense with you guys of we've got to get to that championship mode.
Yes, definitely. And those guys, I mean, it's good to have the type of coaches that I have with all the knowledge that we have. Because as a head football coach, it challenges you. And my brother's been with me since I've been at Lakeland, and he's been calling plays for me since I've been at Lakeland. So this is normal for him. And yeah, he does have head coach aspirations, and one day it's going to work out for him because he is a good offensive minded guy. And Jeff McGowan's been successful anywhere he's been. So to have that type of knowledge and adding TJ Lee, Brandon Carr, and those guys with the passion and the work ethic that they have, it helps out a lot. It makes my job that much easier.
Yeah, it doesn't fall far from the tree. You played for Cadillac.
Yeah, so. Exactly. And Coach Harris, he doesn't even bring the X's and O's to the table. He brings that other part of it where you got some kids in certain situations, and he's that fatherly voice for them. To bring them to the side and talk to them, and the kids respect him a lot. So he cleans up a lot of those type of issues and problems for us on the sideline and inside the building.
For you and your staff, was this one of the more challenging weeks? Because, okay, yeah, you beat Oscar Smith, but everything's suddenly you're on cloud nine. How do you come down from that and not have a lapse? And tonight it didn't look like there was any at all on a Thursday night, games earlier than scheduled. The focus has been there from your staff and your players too.
It was challenging at the beginning of the week.
Okay.
At the beginning of the week.
So Monday it wasn't too.
Yeah, Monday, they were still on cloud nine, and we had to bring them down. And a little bit today, before we came out, I had to have a talk with them and just like, hey, we're not preparing to play these last two games just for the sake of playing them. We got playoff aspirations and state championship aspirations. You got to use these weeks to get better. Sort of in the mindset of a scrimmage, getting ready. Not to disrespect the other teams, but I'm just saying you have to stay fine-tuned throughout this regular season to go into the playoffs on a high note. So that's what the focus was tonight, and they did that tonight.
Well, that's two for you. I think you've done. We've touched on many of your key parts of this team, being your quarterback Don Brooks, Ben Smiley, that defensive front, Ashawn Moore being just a menace last week, your kicking game with Thaddeus Blackburn making plays. But I want to touch on two of the young individuals, Lamarion James, the birthday boy, a couple of nice touchdowns tonight, and Jamal Burnell.
Yes.
Hard to believe he's only a freshman. What about those two guys? Because those could be takeover guys in any big playoff game for you.
Oh, no question. Lamarion, he's been electric since he's been here. And Jamal, Ricardo went down, so we lost Ricardo.
So will he come back, or you don't know yet?
I'm not for sure. We won't get it. We won't get the MRI results until probably tomorrow or the day after.
Okay.
But Jamal's been dying to get some carries because you can see tonight he's special and he's going to be special. But it's been a slow process with him. He still has some habits. He still has some habits from middle school that we're trying to clean up, and you've seen some of them tonight. But valuable experience tonight for him to go into the playoffs because he's going to carry the ball a lot next week. Because I think Mello Sweat, he's nursing ankle injury, so we want to save him to get him ready for the playoffs. So those two young backs that you see tonight, Tony Hyder and Jamal Burnell, is going to carry the load for us next week. Lastly,
I know you're focused on one game at a time, trying to get on that quest for region and state titles and stuff of that nature, but winning that game last week as you try to get that first district title since 1996 and going 10-0, do you feel like that what you've been building here, you've got a chance to have this be something that can continue for a long period of time, and it was a program-changing moment type for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. When you get that monkey off your back, you can relax and play, and the kids, over the years, me being in the area, a lot of our kids went to Smith. So that's changing. So the talent is staying here now, and the ones that should be here most possibly might come back. So those are the things that win did for us in the community, where the kids now are looking at Indian River like they're not that bottom-feeding team anymore. So yeah, it definitely was a program changer to the point where the kids are going to start coming out for football that's in the building that didn't play football before, that played football when they was younger. So we're going to have, I think the numbers are going to jump up next year for us. And then when you got kids like Lamarion and Jamal with the college offers that they have, it makes the program that much more attractive for the kids to want to come and play here.
Cupboard's not bare, Braves are 9-0, and they keep rolling. Thanks so much. See you soon.
I appreciate it.